Hey guys, welcome back to the FPSGeneral live stream. You tuned into myself, NVC. Below me is Zacubus, and all the way at the bottom is Johnny of Curse. This is the ShootMania Curse Invitational, also sponsored by SteelSeries. We're here in the lower bracket round 4, the second lower bracket game between Complexity and Spin Move. And if, for the first time today, we have a quick look at the brackets, we can have a look at the upper bracket. We've already seen Curse and SK Gaming in the upper bracket final, but we're, of course, in the loser bracket where you can see Spin Move versus Complexity. And Complexity being Aero, Nexil, to battle the way through to here. And Spin Move, of course, our most recent, drops down to the lower bracket. But before we jump into the game, why don't we quickly announce the winner of our previous giveaway. It is, of course, Siren. It seems like the Frag Dolls are winning everything tonight, as we had Esper winning our first giveaway, and now Siren winning the third. Make sure you get a message sent to FPSGeneral here on Own3D, and along with your email address and information on how to win the, where we can send the mouse is what I was trying to say, but what I was mixing in with that was our fourth giveaway. So tweet your predictions for this match between Spin Move and Complexity. You can see the format of the tweet there on the right hand side below it. So get those tweets in and we'll announce the winner, hopefully shortly after the game, because this is the final one of tonight. But without further ado, Zacubus, why don't you let the players know we're ready to go, and that we can kick things off on first map between Complexity and Spin Move, which is Watch Your Back.
Indeed, and it's pretty interesting, wasn't it, last map against Do Not Jump?
Yeah, I mean, from one of the team's perspective, we saw two people stay up top for the entire round, just having one person down by the point, but Monomaniac Esports just seemed to favour having three people back on the upper levels of the map and really just dropping down when the point opened up. But I have no idea what we're going to see between these two teams, but you know what I do know is that Complexity, Carnage, De Bears and Griffin are going to be no easy feat for the closely matched team, I'm sure, which is Poor Billy, Nutrigrain and Vince. Indeed,
and they will be showing some, I think they're going to play this quite aggressively. I don't think they're going to play this on the top Complexity. I think they're going to really push down, and I'm going to so eat my words now. No, they're all playing top. Damn it! They're such an aggressive team usually. And now they're just pussying out. That upsets me.
Although, look at this, Carnage dropping down on the left-hand side. I want to try and switch on to him. Actually, he's not going to make a move on that. He's just going to sit back there and spam and ping from distance. But he can't stick around there for too long, because that point's quickly approaching. 18 seconds until it opens up.
Carnage is on the rotation back. He's going, I've made a mistake. I need to get back up top for all his teammates. And Nutrigrain taking an armor down, so he's only down to 2 now. He's pushed into the mid, and he's taken now 1 life left for Nutrigrain, and it's looking very poor. And De Bears has pushed up, getting some spam, and this is going to be it for Nutrigrain, I'm afraid. Griffin finishing it off. Indeed, and for the first time tonight, I've realised the overlay has said semi-final throughout, but this is actually lower bracket round 4 game. If you've only just tuned in and realised, I'm going ahead and update that one now for you guys. I apologise, but no one seemed to notice it. So, whatever. There we go. Same positioning as well. Everybody up top. 1 at the spawn and 2 left and right. Carnage now back into the spawn area. He's looking to jump up and try to find a pick, and narrowly misses Nutrigrain there by 9mm. And now jump back into the flagpole area, and Carnage just getting some breathing space, but receives a rocket to the face from Vince. Carnage now letting Vince drop down. Poor Billy and Nutrigrain are ready to drop down as well, and there could be a pick on Nutrigrain here, but there's a nice rocket jump. Carnage a little bit out of position for that drop, and the spam is coming in. Carnage now picking up Poor Billy, dodging like a legend that he is, and randomly floating down as slowly as he possibly could on that corner, and then getting picked. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Carnage had a great position at the top of the map, but he couldn't make it work for him. Then got stuck down in the low echelons of the map, and yeah, just really see that drop down to the point coming into effect. But now we got Poor Billy on attack. Is he going to be happy, Billy, after this round? We'll see. Can he get an early attacking round for the Spin Move guys? Going to go for the Flame Hopper trick, but not even going to make it off the fence this time, as he will flop back down to the ground. But still 25 seconds to work with. We have a quick look what's going on. You can see Carnage again dropping down to this lower edge of the map, and he has to be careful now, because Poor Billy does have a position to get Carnage on his rotate back. So Carnage may have just made a small mistake. All Poor Billy has to do is keep him there
and dive to the point. He'll only have 2 players to work with as opposed to 3, but we'll have to see what poor Billy decides to do. Is that Carnage still just waits here for his opportunity. In comes the dive toward the point. Now poor Billy hits the shot he needs to hit. Back comes Carnage now. Will poor Billy hit him on his return? No, will take 2 rockets to the face. This now looking very dim for poor Billy. Carnage and Complexity able to recuperate themselves. And there's the De Beers rocket to finish him off. 2-1.
Indeed, nice stuff there on the defense for Complexity. Little bit open it was for a minute, but then Carnage was able to get back into position, as you said, to recuperate the whole team synergy there, and nicely done. And De Beers now up on attack, trying the trick jumps as well. They're loving that trick jump, aren't they, to get up top? But some good spam coming in from Nutrigrain, taking De Beers down on some of that armor.
The thing is, everyone's expecting it now. I'm not sure whether these players would have watched the stream from the previous match and saw Flamehopper do it. I mean, it's not an obvious jump, but at the same time, we've seen the spam come out there time and time again. 10 seconds, I guess.
It just takes time to do it, as you know, and gives you a couple of free shots. But I think if De Beers just stays there, waits on the point like that, gets the pick, now back off. Now he's in a better position. 2 for 2 now, and De Beers now going in for that extra shot, dives away, but has taken some good rockets from Nutrigrain. Nutrigrain with a good prediction there.
Yeah, had to hit 3 and 3 there, De Beers, but unfortunately not able to connect with that second one, and it's going to be 2-2. Maybe Vince can be the player to get this first attacking round here on Watch Your Back. Going to go on this right hand side, maybe do the cheeky little jump up against the back cliff to get the shot on this right hand side. You can see the spam coming out, the player just expecting that. De Beers will make the drop down. Out comes Carnage, shows himself. Carnage will go down. A little bit of a mistake there, but De Beers is going to do the great thing and eliminate one of those lives. So now things are a little bit safer for the side of Complexity, but Vince is almost guaranteed here 1 free shot of these players drop down. The question is, will they drop down simultaneously and utilize the reload time for their own good? We'll see, as 8 seconds till the point opens up. You can see the Complexity guys just very, very nervous not to show themselves up. Griffin drops down. Meanwhile, De Beers comes out of cover. That was a brilliant, brilliant move there from the Complexity guys. The bait and frag. Well, that's fantastic coordination.
Indeed, very, very nicely timed, and the punishment was severe indeed. And De Beers showing what good game knowledge, basically, of just knowing when to push out. His teammate actually did such a good bait move. I don't know if he meant to do it, but it doesn't matter because De Beers just got the mistake straight up. Now Griffin up on the top here, looking for a pick, picks up here. Poor Billy. He's looking in a good stead with 2 lives left and only 2 players left. And now can he pick off another?
Yeah, as he misses that. Well, what should have been an easy shot, but we'll find Nutrigrain 1-on-1 situation. Only 1 life for Griffin. He would just take 1 fluke rocket to hit Griffin. Griffin a little bit late on the laser, and maybe they could get away with this, but no, Griffin going to be the first player between Complexity and Spin Move to find the attacking rounds. That's going to put them 4-2 ahead. That 2-round advantage they desperately need in any ShootMania map to take the map at 9 points, and that is a nice opening on toward Nutrigrain. And now we're at that same situation, Zacubus, where Nutrigrain could just stand on the point, and when the players drop down, he's gifted 1 shot. He's going to expect the bait that we saw last time from the Complexity players, I'm sure, and he probably won't let it happen again.
Indeed, and I think De Beers will make an early move down for sure, as he did last time on the round. Carnage narrowly just getting missed there, and Carnage is now in the mood to jump, and De Beers has jumped down, done it at the right time as well, and Carnage now jumping down to the point, and Nutrigrain has missed his chance, missed his shot, pre-fired too early, and now Nutrigrain is going to have some hard work, especially when Carnage pushes in with rockets like that.
All 3 rockets like that, in fact. Good work from the former TF2 pro. They'll make it 5-2 in their favour. And now we're going to see that former TF2 pro try his hand at attacking here on Watch Your Back. And I have to say, a scout playing ShootMania definitely favours a map like Watch Your Back, if there ever was one. And we'll see him Rotate around this right hand side of the map. What have we got going on for spin move? It looks like, oh my, he's going to find one onto Nutrigain as I switch onto an outside perspective. I want to switch onto poor Billy as he looks to try and keep Carnage back as Vince just dropped down. This is unbelievable, but he's on his own. Poor Billy's going to sit back. That was ballsy if I ever saw it. Now we're on a one-on-one situation. Carnage has position on the point. There is only one way that defender can get back there, and actually he has managed to drop down, and Carnage has absolutely no idea where he is, and rightfully so now. Poor Billy just hiding and waiting for his moment. Down comes the drop down. Poor Billy has to hit these rockets. Reload time comes into play during that shot. Carnage not able to find the laser, but where are these rockets? Poor Billy missed an absolute sitter. Unbelievable play there from poor Billy. How he did not make that, I have no idea. Carnage, well, gifted that round.
Indeed, and just so unlucky for poor Billy there. It was an easy shot to miss, but he missed it, and that kind of stuff happens in this game, you know. It's can just be very, very lucky, and Carnage gifted 2 easy shots. Now poor Billy on the defensive on this attacking round, but picks off Carnage. Some revenge, maybe some revenge big time. Can he get off the bears? And he does. The aggression failing complexity there, and ow, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, saved that round there, poor Billy. I can't believe he managed to turn that one around, really. Complexity, Carnage into Bear. Shouldn't have let him get out of that, but, you know.
Indeed, you know, poor Billy missed those rockets earlier on, and now he's making it up by hitting those rails.
Yeah, clutch shots
indeed. And the Bears on attack right now, and it's going to be a slow one, that's for sure, unless he decides to go around the back of the map, which he is. See if he can get some picks here. Who's going to show them the pretty face to the Bears? Poor Billy opens up. Indeed. And opens up with taking some of that armor. Nutrigrain is jumped down.
I mean, that was a nice first shot from De Beers, but, you know, spin move just all over that one. And it on lockdown, especially when you've already eliminated a life that early on. Spin move looking okay, but we've seen it time and time again in these last 2 matches, Accubus, where a team goes up and attacking round early on, and it really is up to the other team just to get one back. But whether spin move can do it, we'll see. Vince, is he the man to do so?
Quite possibly, yes. And let's see how he takes the aggression onto this complexity team. Always camping on this top area, not really mixing it up. Carnage does like to play like a scout, though. He does kind of go roaming sometimes, but not this time. He is playing his home defensive position right now at the back of the spawn. And Vince jumps down into Carnage! Jumps down into Griffin, sorry. And Griffin taking down 3 nice rockets there. Nicely done.
Griffin's like, I'm going to shoot 1 rocket at you, and then you're going to kill me. Okay, no, I'll shoot a second one. Okay, you don't want to shoot me, fine. Here's the 3rd as well. You know, just take them all. I don't care, I don't want them.
Yeah, well, Nutrigrain saying to Griffin, nice rotate, and it was. He jumped down when obviously he thought he was still up there, and perfect timing and some nice easy rockets there. Griffin now up on attack.
Yet again hits the rocket, denying the threat. We've seen so many rock blocks, as I believe it was Small Kiwi, appropriately named. And Griffin not going to find his first kill just yet. It looks like we're going to see yet again a 3-man drop down toward the point. No Nutrigrain out in the open. Griffin's going to try and find this. Poor Billy caught out as well. Griffin can't miss this one, and he won't. There's 1 player down, 2 lives remaining. Diving on the point, still going to be risky. He has to find 1 more shot as he tries to make the jump up on the rocks to get the shot. That is a brilliant frag on toward Nutrigrain. Clutch stuff if I ever saw it. Now 1-on-1 situation. Vince versus Griffin. Griffin with 2 lives. Rockets have been wasted. Griffin's going to get this one. 8-4. There goes that. 2nd attacking round for Griffin.
Wow, man, that shot. It didn't even look like you could even hit that. It just knocked his head clean off. Like, just gave him a bold cut right there. Very, very nice stuff from Griffin on that shot. And well played to him. Definitely deserves that round. And Nutrigrain now up on the attack and pushed in, and Carnage is looking to make a move here. I think he wants to play aggressive, and he does, and he gets some nice spam rockets down onto Nutrigrain. Nutrigrain walking back into it again. Carnage now staying up top, deciding not, you know, I'm not going to risk my luck. Or is he? Carnage now jumping onto the top point. Nutrigrain on 1 life, and Griffin picks off the nice little rocket to finish off this map. 9-4. favour Complexity looking like an incredibly dominant force on Watch Your Back.
Yeah, indeed. Just really getting in the mind of Spin Move, it seems. Carnage just constantly putting the pressure on. We saw it in other games this tournament as well with Carnage. Doesn't let his opponent breathe. And really, when it comes to a map like Watch Your Back, where it's very close quarters, even playing far back with the spam just seems to really, put doubt into the mind of the attacking players for Spin Move. Really just not able to, pick up those attacking rounds as Complexity did.
Indeed, and it looks like Castle Crasher was picked, or Castle, or they can't make up their mind. No, not that. Castle Crasher is picked, and Spin Move. Didn't they? They annihilated SK on this map. I remember correctly.
Yeah, I believe so. I think
It was quite convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. It was. Paul Billy played right at the back left, and 2 in the mid area, and yeah, it worked amazingly well. Let's see how Complexity can match up to that defensive style, and wonder what defensive style they actually put out themselves. I'm guessing aggressive, but if I'm wrong again, god damn it.
I mean, that's the beauty of
Can't it?
ShootMania. You can switch it up at your own will. Defensive, aggressive, both work, especially here on Castle Crasher. And I have no idea how this one's going to go, but judging by the playstyle of both of these teams, you'd suspect players are going to be pushing up to that middle cage area. But first team to attack will be Complexity. Interesting to see who it will be first. Carnage to attack as their number 1.
The Carnage jumping up to see how much of this spam he can avoid. He avoids all of it, falling into the tunnel instead, and nobody's caught onto this yet as of yet. And he's staying very, very quiet under there as well. And
Okay,
beginning
go.
to wonder, he's nudging forward.
Do you reckon they could hear this?
They probably can. And rockets do show as he exits the tunnel, but takes no damage whatsoever. He's in a great position now. There are going to be some free, easy shots to be had. If he is lucky, if he is in the right position. Poor Billy on the rail, misses Poor Billy. But it's now pushing up behind. Poor Billy dives in front of him and takes him down. Carnage in such a great position there after avoiding all that spam, and then unfortunately not picking up the pieces.
Yeah, it reminds me of playing Call of Duty when you're climbing ladders. You used to just tap up every now and then, hoping that the enemy didn't hear you, but they already caught wind of what happened to Carnage there. 1-0, 1-0 on the board now for Spin Move. They get that advantage they want early on, and maybe Nutrigrain can get the attacking round they desperately need after the last map performance. If anything is to go by against their game with SK, they're certainly in a position to do so on here, but Carnage will be the first person to eliminate one of those health points away from Nutrigrain. And there goes the second one as well. Nutrigrain just pushing out a little bit too far, and there goes the third as well. Carnage got it on lockdown here on Castle Crasher.
Carnage, the one-man team there on defense. Very, very nice stuff there. Good switching it up, jumping it down. Bit of a slow start on the Spin Move defense there. Might cost them, but luckily De Bear's not in a great position to get that shot. Tried though, and now he's just going to see if he can get back up onto this point.
One more miss and they're going to push out.
Unscathed. Oh, very nice shot from De Bear's. Now how will Spin Move react to this with this man down in the mid? Poor Billy is still in the open. I don't know why he did that, but Vince now picking up the pieces and really saving some of the day, but De Bear's on 1 life and picks up poor Billy. Great stuff from De Bear's, showing that his aim is still as sharp as ever.
Poor Billy seemed all over the place there. He just firstly decided I want to go to stake wall, then he decided I'm going to go back to rail platform, then he decided I'm just going to wander off to the left and then just, wait to die. Give him complete position on the point. It was odd. I don't think he was entirely sure if he wanted to assist his teammate or not, and that caused all the kerfuffle there. But 2-1 on the board. Poor Billy up now on attack. Looks like he wants to deal with a cage player first, but you can see the rail player just waiting readily for that long range shot, utilizing the zoom in place of jump. And here we go, first arch entrance. Carnage, of course, waiting on that rail platform. You can see him peeking away toward the archway. In comes the rotate in between. Poor Billy's aware of that, going to try and back away instead. Will manage to pick up Griffin. And now the question is, oh my god, Carnage drops off that rail platform. Brilliant timing. 3-1.
That was the perfect rotate from Complexity. Like, they followed that player so well then, and it just worked Like, that's how everybody should play that map in that terms of that positioning right there. And anyways, let's move on to Griffin right now. Griffin just diving through the mid, trying to avoid every of the spam, and he has done. He's still on 2 lives. Trying to pick off Poor Billy, misses, but Nutrigrain now coming in with some spam, goes back towards the mid, and is diving around on the pyramids, trying to pick off one more, but takes a life instead. And this is looking bad now for Griffin, as he is shut down by Nutrigrain.
Yeah, some sloppy shots from Griffin there. That, I mean, almost feels like Spin Move were a little bit lucky there to get away without losing a life. They should not let Griffin push all the way back to the rail platform. And if they do, well, we saw there, they managed to turn things around. Only just, but Vince up now on attack, and you can see just some players will take the jump straight away and risk missing that spam, but the safer option is to wait for it to pass and then make your pass across. And really, when you don't play 3 players up close like Complexity don't, you can get away with just doing that as well, and that's a brilliant shot on toward Carnage. This gives Vince position toward the point now without worry that a shot can come out. Will Griffin make a jump up to the platform? He will. Vince going to hit another clutch shot, and this is surely going to be around. Big miss onto De Beers. De Beers can get closer toward that point, but there's still a couple of shots that Vince will have before De Beers gets into position. De Beers now on the point. I have no idea how Vince has allowed that to happen, but still will manage to save himself from that potential well, embarrassment.
Rock blocked again, and but the Bear's not been able to save it, unfortunately. But ooh, Carnage taking in some serious spam, and he's not going to be happy about that. Poor Billy is now moving in for the finish, and Nutrigrain in the right position. Well, Vince, sorry, in the right position to get that last spam rocket in. Very nice stuff. Good prediction rockets coming in from Spin Move there.
Yeah, we'll watch De Beers so you can get an example of what these guys are doing as they come out from spawn, just spamming away. You can see there's an open shot to take if you're an attacking player, and like I said before, some people choose to jump away and hope that the spam misses, other people wait, and Carnage got punished from just going ahead and hoping for the best. And then we got Nutrigrain up now. Can he find this attacking round they need? Remember, they are 1 map down here, Spin Move, up against Complexity in the lower bracket, and the loser of this best of 3 will go out of the Curse Invitational for ShootMania, sponsored by SteelSeries, as Nutrigrain will lose 2 lives and caught in the clock death pit that I'm now going to name it, and he'll be shut down 4-4.
Indeed, falls into the clock death pit. It's never a pretty sight, but if you think about it, if he was playing the new version, he'd have been able to wall jump out of that.
True that, true that. De Beers up now.
And he is looking to push on this mid wall, but decides, you know what, I'm going to leave it. I know you guys have rotated already, but decides, you know what, I'm going to go back. Now I'm going to fall back, and I'm in trouble in every angle, and I have now been bum raped.
Yep, indeed, 5-4 now for Spin Move. And come on, Spin Move, poor Billy. I know you have it in you to take an attacking round. And so we fast approach 4:30 in the morning here in the United Kingdom. It's 12:30 for these guys, or 11:30, and Johnny's coughing in the background, knows it's later for him, but poor Billy right now just trying to find this opening onto the first player, as he will miss that shot on toward De Beers, caught out in this position, cannot wall jump out of this situation, but will manage to connect with De Beers going all in for that frag. And now poor Billy has it in him to find this player by the cage and potentially get position on the point. Alternatively, could dive down the left-hand side, forcing this player to have to move back toward the point, in toward his crosshair. But no, poor Billy just wants the frag, doesn't want to allow that frag to just come toward him. Instead, he wants to find it himself, and he will do as well as he picks off Griffin. Good stuff from poor Billy. One-on-one situation, 2 lives. Carnage, if you waste 2 rockets, potentially can cap the point. That is a clutch point to take away from poor Billy, and the second one will shut him down 5-5. Good play again from Carnage, and with this play you've just got to expect the unexpected. He's not going to play the pole, he's going to play you, and he's going to dive in your face when you don't expect it. 5-5.
Couldn't have said it better, MVC, and as soon as that jump was primed, Carnage was on his face. He wanted his face ripped off, and he did that incredibly nicely. Now Griffin on the attack, playing this mid area, looking for the shot onto Vince, but doesn't get it, and runs straight into poor Billy from behind. He's now in a bit of a panic mode, but hits the headshot. Very, very nicely done. But Nutrigrain replies with some nice rockets, and so does Vince from behind. Nicely done from Spin Move, recovering that attacking round there.
Yeah, 6-5. And it's interesting, we've not seen any player really just commit to diving toward the point, and when they have, they've come back on themselves. I'm curious to see, wow, okay, this is interesting. You know, when you're trying to maybe get an attacking round, let's try something different. But footsteps are very easy to hear, and I have a feeling people are going to be waiting for him. You can see Griffin, you cannot miss that shot if you're going to take the bounce pad. Somehow Vince getting away with this one with his life for the time being. Where are the three complexity players? Griffin's still up close. Carnage is coming in from the side. The third and final player, De Beers, is going to be the first one to be picked off, and this could be good for Vince if he can switch around and pick off the player moving toward the pyramid platforms. It is Griffin, but yet again, Vince missing the shot he needs to hit. And again, Griffin going to get away with his life. 3 seconds until the point opens up. 1 life for Vince. 8 rockets between those defenders. And again, Vince is going to miss. He needs to find this shot, and it will be Griffin to connect with the rocket. 6-6.
That was a little bit poor in the defense there from, well, the rotation from De Beers, who was looking it in the completely wrong direction. There was no pings or obvious calls by the looks of it, and he got picked off. And if Vince's aim was actually on, that could have been very, very ugly for Complexity indeed. And Carnage picking off Nutrigrain through that tunnel. They did not expect that move. Now in position of the point, and poor Billy rotating round. Vince trying to rotate, but it's picked. Carnage now looking primed and ready to win this round with 2 lives left. Does take a life though from poor Billy on that rail pad. He's just going to sit and wait in this corner and wait for poor Billy to make his fatal move. And he does with that jump. Easy shot for Carnage there.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from Carnage, just waiting for that opportunity. And exactly what we like to see here in the Curse Invitational. And now we've got Nutrigrain up, who has to take this round. We can see on the scoreboard there, Carnage and De Beers with the 2 attacking rounds. That could be enough here to secure them a place in the lower bracket grand final. And we'll see whether Nutrigrain can put a stop to it. He makes a pass down this right hand side. The 2 players on the right side of the map now, or the left side of the map. From the attacker's perspective, just waiting in cover, but De Beers is going to make that mistake and go for the cheeky peek out, maybe trying to ping him for Carnage when he comes through that archway, but Carnage will manage to at least connect with 1, drop him down to 2 lives. You can see now Carnage dropped off the platform. Oh my god, Nutrigrain going to fall in the water. Oh, he's done a Vince. He's done a Vince.
It's pool day all over again. What just happened?
Oh, and now De Beers is going to connect with the early shot to Nutrigrain. This could be it, Zacubus.
This could well be it. That fall has just crushed the hopes entirely. And Nutrigrain has now gone down. And De Beers in a dominating position, 3 lives left. He's got so much space now to move up here. And he is just going to probably sit on the point if he can. If he knows it's free, he's going to go do it. But he is closed off from both angles. In fact, a nice move from Spin Move. They've actually closed him down there. Very, very nice. Not showing any fear when they're a man down and pushing into De Beers. Basically cock blocking him from that point.
I mean, the difference is when Vince fell in the water, it didn't really change anything. The game was still even. This time, though, Complexity, you have that point advantage. It is still match point, and it is on the defensive side. Billy has to take this round. He has to find that next level in his ShootMania game. He knows exactly where all 3 players are. You can see Griffin there. You can see De Beers by the cage. He'll know Carnage is probably on that rail platform, and De Beers will eliminate one of those live. Griffin with a second, and there comes the third. De Beers is going to send them through to the lower bracket grand final, 9-7 here on map number 2.
Indeed. GG's all around, and Colwyn making it slightly more difficult, but very, very nice rounds from Carnage. Oh, did I say Colwyn again? I look at Cole and I see Colwyn every time. God damn it. Yeah, Complexity. Thanks for that, Johnny. But yeah, Complexity just making it, well, not easy, but Carnage doing some excellent work with those rockets, and also that attacking round that just made everything look too easy for him.
Yeah, it just really seems that the Complexity guys have that next level to, you know, really switch things up as we get yet again another clip of Zacubus Darga. Great end, I think, to the night. But what a display of games we've had, and we still have one more giveaway to go. Whilst we do see Complexity go down to the lower bracket final, go through to the lower bracket final. That does conclude the coverage of tonight. Stick around, guys, we'll do the giveaway soon. But for this VOD, if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. I've been MVC. Zacubus and his dog have been Zacubus and his dog. And Johnny, of course, at the bottom there from Curse. And we'll see you very shortly.